There's a danger zone, not a stranger zone. Then the little plot I walk on that I call my home, full of eerie sights, weird and scary sights. Every vicious animal that creeps and crawls and bites. The Amazon, the prophylactics prowl on the Amazon. The hypodermics howl on the Amazon. You'll hear a scarab scowl and sting. Zodiacs on the wing, all the stalactites and vicious vertebrae hunt the stalagmites, while laryngitis slay all the parasites that come from Paraguay in the spring. Snarling equinox among the rocks will seize you, and the Fahrenheit comes out at night to freeze you, while duodenum are lurking in the trees, and the jungles swarm with green apostrophes. Oh, the Amazon is calling me. On the Amazon, the Pax Vobiscum bite on the Amazon, the epiglottis fight on the Amazon, the hemispheres at night all slink, where the agnostics drink all the hippodromes that lie concealed in mud, join the metronomes that live in swamp and flood. Then the Kodachromes come out and drink their blood, poor geeks, while velocipedes among the weeds will scare you, and the menopause with hungry jaws ensnares you. Frenzied paranoids infest the hills and slopes, everyone avoids the deadly stethoscopes. So the Amazon is calling, yes, the Amazon is calling, oh, the Amazon is calling me.
Don McLean in a song written in 1927 on the Amazon on the Dr. Demento Show. Give us a call. Request your favorite song. You can call us from the Amazon, or if you call us from your own hometown, it won't cost very much if you do it right now while the rates are low. And it's a lot of fun. Just think you might get your favorite song on the Funny Five. You might win a Dr. Demento t-shirt if we use your voice. Here's the number. Area code 213-204-0027. Dial carefully. Area code 213-204-0027. We have another song now about some strange, demented flora and fauna, sung by one of the top vocal groups of 1954, the Four Aces. For Scott Hucks of Englewood, Colorado, here's the cuckoo bird in the pickle tree.
The cuckoo bird lives in a tree, the kind of tree you'll never see. So please don't mind if I sound wrong, because this is a silly song. Oh, the cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo bird in the pickle, 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 pickle tree. The cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo bird in the pickle, 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 pickle tree. He eats bananas by the bunch for breakfast, dinner, and for lunch. He's hungry after every meal because he only eats the peel. Oh, the cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo bird in the pickle, 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 pickle tree. The cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo bird in the pickle, 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 pickle tree. He goes to school both day and night. He wants to learn to read and write. He never learned a thing, it's true, but the teacher learned to say cuckoo. Oh, the cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo bird in the peckle tree. The cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo bird in the peckle tree. The cuckoo bird in the pickle tree, he's as cuckoo as can be. What a funny sight to see, the cuckoo bird in the pickle tree. The cuckoo's heart is full of pride, he went and took himself a bride. They now live in a clock all day, just to pass the time away. Oh, the cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo bird in the pickle tree. The cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo bird in the pickle tree. The pickle tree. He's plain nuts.
Did they shoot that bird at the end? Oh, those nasty people. Ah, the fabulous 50s. The cuckoo bird in the pickle tree with the 4 aces. And how do you spell Culver City? Okay, Dimensions and Dementites, let's meet the fabulous Scat Man Crothers.
1, 2, 3, 4. Sip-dibby-doop, sibby-doop, sibby-doop, shamma-dibby-doop, shamma-doop-bam. A-doo-wee-doo-wee-doo-wee-doo, just-dum-dum-bam. A-doo-wee-doo-wee-doo, just-dum-dum-bam. Doop-dibby-dee-doop-doop-dee-dee. Zoop-doo-doo-bam-bam. Say-doo-doo-doo-doo, sip-dum-dum-bam-bam. Now, if you don't know who I am, I'll tell you so you can understand, folks. I'm the Scat Cat Man. Yes, I can sing your blues away, and you will never moan or sway. Yes, I can. 'Cause I'm the Scat Cat Man. I've got hot tunes, sweet tunes. I've got simple melodies. This must be same to me. With my magic spell, I'll thrill you. Once you hear me, then you'll say, even though you are far away, I like to hear that Scat Cat Man. Let me hear you there. Stimmy-dee-ba-dum, doo-ba-dee-ba-dum, 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 doo-ba-dee-ba-dum. If you don't know who I am, I'll tell you so you can understand, folks. I'm the Scat Cat Man. Yes, I can sing your blues away. You will never moan or sway. Yes, I can. 'Cause I'm the Scat Cat Man. Trip, 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 trip. Drum-a-dum-a-dee-shum, man. Doobity-doobity-doobity-bop. Dum-doobity-doobity-dum-dum. Shum-a-dee-ba-dee-ba-dee-bum. Yeah, I'm the Scat Cat Man. Yeah.
Woo! I'm the Scat Cat Man, and that's Scat Man Crothers. Welcome to Dementia, Scat Man.
Oh, it's good to be here, Dr. Demento.
What's this I see here about how you used to play music in speakeasies for all the gangsters back in Indiana?
That's right. Back in Terre Haute, Indiana, back in 1926 and 27, when I was going to high school in the daytime and working in the speakeasies at night, playing the drums, and singing, dancing for the gangsters. It was quite an ordeal.
Did they threaten to tear you limb from limb unless you played some favorite song of theirs or something like that?
No, they never threatened me because I kept them happy.
I see.
You understand what I mean?
Did you get your name Scatman that time?
No, I assumed the name of Scatman in 1932 in Dayton, Ohio. I went into town, never had been to Dayton before, so I asked the officer, I says, "Officer, could you tell me where there's a radio station?" He says, "Yes, you go up to the UB building, get on the elevator, and go up to the 20th floor, and there will be a station there named WSMK." So I go up there and I ask the receptionist, I said, "May I see the program director?" So right away, I'm thinking that the man's going to walk out. So out walks this beautiful young lady. I never will forget her name, Miss Barbara Runyon. She says, "I'm the program director." I said, "Well, I'm Sherman Crothers, and I just got in town, and I'd like to take an audition." So to make the short story short, I took the audition. They said, "Great, we'll give you 5 days a week, 15 minutes a day, but what are we going to call you?" And out of a clear blue sky, I said, "Call me the Scat Man," and they laughed. Says, "Why?" I said, "Because I do quite a bit of scatting, such as shabba-dee-doo-bobba-dee-bim-dee-bim-dee-bum." That's how it happened.
Have you been doing that since the beginning of your career?
Oh, I did it back in grade school when I used to be singing. I forget the words. I say, blah, 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 blah.
So I guess you must have been one of the very first people to do that scat
Well,
singing.
I'm 70 years old, so take it from there.
70?
Yeah, 70.
You can't tell me that.
Oh, yes, born 1910, May 23rd.
Well, this man's stronger than I am right here, let me
Well,
tell
I
you.
think
here.
young.
I mean, I wouldn't want to mess with him now, so I can see why those gangsters back then didn't mess with you.
All right, doctor. Oh, I'm just kidding. I didn't shoot you.
So you were a big star on radio then in the 1930s, right?
Well, I was on the radio, yeah. I don't know
And-
about the big star, but I was doing a show on the radio.
When did you come to the West Coast?
I came to the West Coast in 1945 from Chicago.
Uh-huh.
I was working with my band at the Capitol Lounge right next to the Chicago Theater in 1943, 4, and 5. So I left Chicago in 45 and came to the coast with my 5-piece bop band. They weren't playing bop. We ain't got out here, Daddy.
So you were one of the first people to play bop out
That's
here.
right.
I got rhythm, I know it's true. I got so much rhythm, don't know what to do. So we got it on time, it's mighty fine. Got it in my nursery rhyme. You got it, the cat's got it, I've got it. Don't need nothing else now. Oh man, trouble boy, I don't mind it. Always knocking. Who's that knocking at my back door? I've got my gal, you got your gal. Don't you mess with my gal, you don't need nothing else. Rhythm, 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 rhythm. Ah, rhythm, 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 save the world. I got it, yes, I'm gonna keep it, girl. You better try to get it. Rhythm, save the world. Oh man, trouble boy, I don't mind it. Always knocking. Who's that knocking at my back door? I've got my gal and you got your gal. Don't mess with my gal, you don't need nothing else. Bodily, 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 bodily. I got it, baby, I really got it. Oh man, trouble, never mind it. Always knocking. Who's that knocking at my back door? Bodily, 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 bodily. Ah, la, 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 bumping, bumping, bump. Who can ask? Oh, who can ask for anything more? Yeah.
I got rhythm, Scatman Crothers on the Dr. Demento. You got rhythm all right, Scatman.
Yeah, you know something, Dr. Demento? That was back in 1956. No music. Just about 5 or 6 cats. And I just tell them what key we're going to do tunes in and how many courses. I think on that record, the pianist was Paul Smith.
Uh-huh.
And the drummer was Jack Sterling. And the tenor man was Babe Russin.
Oh,
But
yeah.
the guitar man, I can't think of his name.
Hot guitar, too.
Oh, yeah.
So you remember that session?
Sure.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Now, that was on Spot Records.
No, Tops.
No, it was tops backwards for a spot.
Oh, I see. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Good, thank you.
About the time you did that, I guess you must have started getting into television, right?
Well,
or was
no,
it a little later?
Well, no, I
It was
didn't
a little
get
earlier.
A little earlier. I didn't get
Uh-huh.
into television until 1948.
1948.
Yeah.
Oh, that was pretty early in the
yeah,
history of
that's right,
television.
That was
Right.
first. I got into television
Uh-huh.
before I recorded. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
sure. We used to do the Dixie Showboat every Monday. You were too young. I guess you were just a kid.
Tell me about that show.
Well, we used to do this show every Monday. Dick Lane, we called him Captain Dick Lane. Then they had Nappy Lamar's band. Then they had a couple of comics. The blackface called themselves Peanuts and Popcorn.
Uh-huh.
Then I was on the show along with this little girl, Millie, who is now married to Sugar Ray Robinson.
Oh.
We used to do our little thing every Monday, and every Monday would be at a different levee.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Every Monday would be at a different levee. Yeah.
I guess that was kind of the way they did things in those days.
That was, television at that time was in its infancy.
Yeah.
Then finally they started to kinescope the show.
Yeah.
See, all over the country. That's when the money really went up nice. You know what I mean?
You must have been one of the first black people to have a show.
That's right. I was one of the first blacks to be in TV out here in Hollywood.
Uh-huh.
That's right.
A real pioneer, Scatman
That's right.
Crothers.
That's right.
Of course, you've been on, so you were on Chico and the Man for
Right.
a long time.
Stick out your can, go, here come the garbage
All
man.
right. Dr. Demento with Scatman Crothers. Listen to some wonderful sounds, and we'll be right back.
You take her to a show, she sits in the next row.
Get close, get closer.
You park beneath the stars, she's in another car.
Get close, get closer.
Only Certs has flavor crystals and Retsin for great taste and fresh breath that lasts over an hour.
You start to call her dear, she says not quite so near.
Get close, get closer. Get close, get closer. Get close.
You're listening to the Dr. Demento Show, and we're talking with Scatman Crothers.
Dr. Demento.
Scatman Crothers. On the Dr. Demento Show, when did you get into movies?
Well, I did my first big movie, I would say, in 1949. I was working at this club in Los Angeles, and one night Dan Daly came down and caught the show. And after the show, he introduced himself to me, and he says, we're getting ready to do a movie out at Universal Studios, and says, you should get in touch with Al Cohen, who is producing. So I called him, went out and read, and got the part. The name of the picture was Meet Me at the Fair. Starring Dan Daly, Diana Lynn, and Scatman Crothers.
And what did you do in that movie?
Oh, I played the part of, he played the part of Dr. Tilby. I was his helper, Enoch. You know what I mean?
So this was a dramatic role, then?
Well, dramatic and comedy.
Did you sing?
Oh, yes, I sang a tune called I Got the Shiniest Mouth in Town. Then I did a tune that Mr. Miller and I wrote for the movie, I Was There. Then I did another tune called All God's Children Got Shoes. I did quite a few tunes in there.
And then, of course, Scatman went on to a long and very distinguished career, which hasn't really yet begun, I think, in a way. But he's been in Hello, Dolly.
Yeah,
Lady Sings the Blues. You wrote some of the dialogue for that, didn't
I
you?
wrote that dialogue for my scene, Big Ben. That's my dialogue, although Barry Gordy didn't give me credit, but that's my dialogue.
Silver Streak.
Yes.
Great White Hope.
Yep.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. And, of course, currently to be seen in not one, but two big hit movies, Bronco Billy and The Shining.
Yeah. You see, we did The Shining. We filmed The Shining in London. Yeah, I was over there for 8 months. We started in 78, and I left there in 79.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you told me that this radio show of yours is being heard in my hometown, Terre Haute, Indiana?
Yep.
Is that right?
That's your hometown.
That's right. I went to Wiley High School there. I went to school with the Hullmans, with the Schultz, and the guy that's the mayor of the town now. I work for his father, John Chalis, and his name is Pete Chalis. And the way you would say that in Greek, you say Opanayoti.
Scatman Crothers doing Terre Haute, Indiana proud,
Right.
if I may say so.
Yeah.
And then, of course, there's television, Kojak and Ironside and Mannix and Get Smart and Sanford and Son, and so many more. And, of course, we mentioned Chico and the Man.
Right. That's what really did it.
And then, of course, some wonderful things for the kids on television, the kids of all ages.
Yes, I did the cartoon voice of Hong Kong Phooey. I'm Hong Kong Phooey, #1 super guy. I'm Hong Kong Phooey, quicker than the human eye. I've got style and a groovy smile and a bod that just won't stop. When the going gets rough, I'm super tough with the Hong Kong Phooey chop. Yeah!
All right.
And I did the voices of Nate Branch and the Globetrotters. Then I did Cecil and Beanie for Bob Clinton. I did the voice of the Wild Man and Goldman Bongo. Sure. So I've been pretty busy.
So let's play another record. We were starting to talk about children's television, and this is one thing a lot of people remember hearing you sing on television.
What's a nice kid like you doing in a place like this? What's a nice kid like you? I mean, doing in a place like this. With those saddle shoes, well, I must confess, you look as though you fell into the wrong address. What's a nice kid like you doing in a place like this? Why's a nice kid like you solo and so far from home? How'd a nice kid like you I get it in the head to roam with those baby blues and that mellow smile? The minute you walked in, I said, she's got style. What's a nice kid like you solo and so far from home? Oh, yeah! Come on, do the monkey with me. Yeah, that sure is a groovy doing in a place like this? What's a nice kid like you? I mean, doing in a place like this. Now I got a hunch you won't like it here. The potato chips are soggy, they water the beer. What's a nice kid like you doing in a place like this? Now you could be in pictures with that cute little face. So how come you hanging around this funky place? What's a nice kid like you doing in a place like this? I'm splitting. Doing in a place like this. I gotta leave. Doing in a place like this. Like bye. Doing in a place like this. I bet you can't see me. Doing in a place like this. I'm gonna close my big mouth and split.
Yeah, Scatman Crothers on the Dr. Demento. That's on record as it originally appeared in the TV program The New Alice in Wonderland. What's a nice kid like you doing in a place like this? Got your instrument now, Scatman.
Yes, I have my tenor guitar.
Bigger than a ukulele, but not quite as big as a guitar.
Yeah. I've had this tenor guitar since 1932.
Wow.
That's right. I like to do a little tune, the Mean Dog Blues. It's the blues folks have been singing for years. But the Mean Dog Blues will really bring tears. Dr. Demento, the Mean Dog Blues, it's really bad news. Where men of all races are sent to pay their dues. It's a prison compound with mean dogs around. The Mean Dog Blues will tear you down. There's one thing more I want you to know, that everybody's gonna reap just what they sow. Beware and dig these cues, 'cause it could happen to me or you. The mean, mean, mean dog blues. Oh, yes, it's the blues. The folks have been singing, yeah, for years. But the Mean Dog Blues, yeah, dog, will really bring tears. Yeah.
The Mean Dog Blues, right. Scatman Crothers on the Dr. Demento Show. You do so many things, and you do them so well. You're a dramatic actor and a comic actor, and you sing, dance, and play. What do you like the most to do?
Well, I just love making people happy. Maybe like a little song like this. There's that moon way up high. Here are you, here am I. Honey, please do something. I ain't been hugged, I ain't been kissed. I just want to see what I have missed. Baby, please do something. Now there's a time and a place and a place and a time I know. Come on, baby, don't you be so slow. Don't be too slow, we got to go to Kokomo. Other pals are making haste. I'm standing up here going to waste. Baby, please do something. You didn't know I played trombone, did you? Yeah.
Scatman Crothers on the Dr. Demento.
Thank you, Doctor.
Here's that singing cowgirl, Miss Laura Boone, singing for Chewels, a sugarless gum with such fabulous flavor, people forget it's sugarless.
Chewels has fabulous flavor. Chewels is fabulous fun. And don't forget it's shucks, I forgot.
It's easy to forget Chewels is sugarless, darling, because Chewels is the only sugarless gum with a delicious flavor center. So every piece of gum is soft and great tasting.
Chewels is fabulous. Aw.
Sugarless gum.
Oh, what a great pleasure having that marvelous man as a guest here under the smogberry trees on the Dr. Demento Show, Scatman Crothers. Thanks, Scatman. Now it's almost Funny Five time. All right, Damascus, Lucky Lindsay, and Gracie Cleo, what time is it?
It's Funny Five time.
5 most demented songs of the week, the way you picked them, Dimensions and Dementites, with your letters and your petitions and your telephone calls.
Hi, this is Dan Mullen from the very wild and demented city of Seattle, Washington, up here in Volcano Country, USA. I'd like to request for all the Monty Python fans out there, the Lumberjack song.
And a big cheer for you, too.
Leaping from tree to tree as they float down the mighty rivers of British Columbia. The giant larch, the redwood, the mighty Scotch spine. With my best girl by my side, we'd sing, sing, sing. Oh, I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I sleep all night and I work all day.
He's a lumberjack and he's okay. He sleeps all night and he works all day.
I cut down trees, I eat my lunch, I go to the lavatory. On Wednesdays I go shopping and have buttered scones for tea.
He cuts down trees, he eats his lunch, he goes to the lavatory. On Wednesdays he goes shopping and has buttered scones for tea.
I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I sleep all night and I work all day. I cut down trees, I skip and jump. I like to press wildflowers. I put on women's clothing and hang around in bars.
He cuts down trees, skips and jumps. He likes to press wildflowers. He puts on women's clothing and hangs around in bars.
He's a lumberjack and I'm okay. I sleep all night and I work all day. I cut down trees, I wear high heels, suspenders and a bra. I wish I'd been a girlie, just like my dear papa.
Cuts down trees, he wears high heels, suspenders and a bra.
I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I sleep all night and I work all day. Yes, I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I sleep all night and I work all day.
Monty Python with the Lumberjack song from the Live at Drury Lane album. A tip of the top hat also to Jeff McCormick of Phoenix, who's marshaled a lot of Southwestern support for the works of Monty Python. Here on the Dr. Demento Funny 5, here's number 4.
You know, girls, it's great to live in a democracy today, where freedom is everywhere. But girls, we often take this freedom for granted. Freedom of speech, freedom of thoughts, and freedom of action. But you know, gals, just because a bunch of men signed that Declaration of Independence in 1776 doesn't mean that freedom was for men alone. Oh, no, you take Tom Jefferson, Ben Franklin, John Hancock. There's a hell of a guy for you right there. All these men had wives. They probably had a few broads on the side, too. These women wanted freedom just as much as their men did. But, gals, I wonder, do we? I think it's time that we women thought about it a bit. Hell, I think it's time we did something about it. So come on, fellow females of the 20th century. Be glad that you're an American. Proclaim your freedom. Stand at attention. Pledge allegiance. And bounce your boobies, get into the swing. Bounce your boobies, the swing is everything. Makes no difference if they're big or small. As long as you give him your all. Bounce your boobies, come on honey, bounce them up and down. Bounce your boobies, come on, bounce your boobies honey. Come on, loosen the bra that binds you. Take it off if you feel like it. but it sure looks like it sometimes. Just look around you. Men stick out all over the place. Big fat cigars. Big fat stomachs. And just where they should stick out, where is it? Yes, girls, we know what we've got and we know what they're worth. So come on, gals, let's get into the swing of things. Give your boobies some freedom. All together now. Bounce your boobies, let 'em rock and roll. Not your knockers, keep 'em hot and sold. Just admit it, gals, it sure feels great to feel them swinging, ooh, titillate. Bounce your boobies, come on, bounce 'em up and down. Bounce your boobies, there, look at that gal, she's going there. Bounce your boobies, oh, doesn't that feel good? Bounce, 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 bounce your boobies now. Bounce your boobies,
Okay, song of warning for those who play the game. Oh, never bite a married woman on the thigh. Oh my, not on the thigh. Of course, you just can't wash it off no matter how she tries. Oh my, she'll try. And when she gets home at night, her husband's gonna ask her why. Is there a tooth mark on your thigh? And she'll say it's just a birthmark or some other silly lie. Oh my, she'll try. But he'll get suspicious and then he will start to pry. Oh my, isn't he sly? And then she'll admit to everything and he will say bye-bye, bye-bye. He's gonna fly. And then he'll say, I don't blame you, but tell me who's the guy. That guy was I. And then he'll come and find you and he'll punch you right in the eye. Oh my, right in the eye. And then he'll run a cheap hotel room and he'll hang himself with his tie. Oh my, his brand new tie. And then she'll take an overdose sleeping tablets and she's gonna lie on the couch and die. So never bite a married woman on the thigh.
Shel Silverstein on the Dr. Demento Show, an extra on the Funny Five, never bite a married woman on the thigh. And Rusty Warren with number 4, Bounce Your Boobies.
You say how much you care. He starts to move his chair. Get sides, get closer. You're about to give a kiss. He turns his head, you miss. Get sides, get closer.
Only Certs has flavor crystals and Retsin for great taste and fresh breath that lasts over an hour.
You give your bride a smile. He backs away a mile. Get sides, get closer. Get sides, get closer. Get sides.
The Terrific 3 coming up on the Dr. Demento Funny 5.
Number 3.
Ah, it'll be so nice to hear this mellow melody again. Number 3 on the Funny 5, due in large part to a petition from John Schultz and Matt Olszewski and their friends in Phoenix. Big Daddy.
Hamster, hamster by candlelight, do it in a casserole is doing it right when they're in season. They're pretty pleasing. Hamster sandwich, hamster and cheese, hamster sandwiches with mayonnaise are delicious. So nutritious. You can dice, you can slice and fillet them, cut off their heads and saute them, and into the oven you shove. smells like hamster love. Hamster curry or pickled toast, Australian hamster tails. Any good chef knows how to make them, or just shake and bake them. For breakfast, for lunch, or while dining, as a snack, munch the deep-fried fur lining into your mouth with a shove. Tastes like hamster love. For breakfast, for lunch, or while dining, as a snack, munch the deep-fried fur lining into your mouth with a shove. Tastes like hamster love. La 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 la, la la di da da. La 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 la, la la di da da. La 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 la, la la di da da. La 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 la, la la di da da. La 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 la, la la di da da. La 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 la.
Hi, kids. Can I take your order?
I'll have a big ham with cheese. Give me an extra large order of deep fried fur lining. I'll have a filet of hamster tail sandwich and a Coke. Good. Good.
Hamster Love. Big Daddy with a wonderful assist from the sound effects man. Hamster Love, an unreleased tape, number 3 this week on the Dr. Demento Funny 5. And how do you spell Culver City? Culver City's really a very interesting place. It's got taco stands that people come for miles to enjoy. And right in the middle of Culver City, there's this triangular hotel building, kind of a miniature version of New York's Flatiron Building. You often see it in the background of some of the old Laurel and Hardy two-reeler comedies, which reminds me that there are also 2 major movie studios in Culver City. And right in the middle of Culver City, there's this charming little cottage where there are these elves that take the finest cotton and make out of that cotton beautiful Dr. Demento t-shirts. And you can get one of those Dr. Demento t-shirts. All you have to do is send $5.95 plus $1 postage and handling to Dr. Demento, Post Office Box 884, Culver City, and that is, ta-da, C-U-L-V-E-R C-I-T-Y, California 90230. You're going to love your Dr. Demento t-shirt. Here comes number 2 on the Funny 5. This one petitioned by John Massengale, Jeff Swaney in the Dimensions and Eventites of Riverside, California. Also a lovely place. They get demented on KOLA out there. Here's Cheech and Chong.
me in the bathroom with a pair of pantyhose. My basketball coach, he done kicked me off the team. For wearing high heel sneakers and acting like a queen. The world's coming to an end, I don't even care. As long as I can have a limo and my orange hair. And it don't bother me if people think I'm funny. 'Cause I'm a big rock star and I'm making lots of money. Money, 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 money. I'm so bloody rich. I own apartment buildings and shopping centers. I only know 3 chords. Watch me burn. You I said turn that thing down and get ready for school.
Hey! What are you trying to do? You ruined my record, man. I just bought it.
I don't care what you just bought. You get your little fanny perpendicular and get ready for school.
I'm not going to school.
What do you mean you're not going to school?
Just what I said. I'm not going to school.
And why not?
Because I'm sick. That's why not.
Sick. You're sick, all right. What's wrong with you now, Prince Charming?
I got an earache.
Earache my eye. How would you like a butt ache? Now get your little fanny out of that bed and clean up this room. It looks like a pigsty. You hear me? All right, that's enough. That's enough. You pushed me far enough, young man. You're getting punished. Now stand up.
No.
I said stand up.
I let go of my hair, man.
Now, young man, I have talked to you and talked to you and talked to you till I'm blue in the face, and I'm done talking to you.
Good. Does that mean you're done spitting on me, too?
Shut up. I'm not done talking to you. Now turn around and bend over.
Oh, what are you going to do, you pervert?
Pervert? Why you snotty? Oh, shut up. I haven't even touched you yet. Now I want you to know this is going to hurt you a lot more than it's going to hurt me.
Oh, wow. That didn't even hurt.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, wow. What are you trying to do, tickle me?
Tickle you? Yeah, I'll tickle you.
Ow!
Oh, is that tickle, huh? Come on around, tickle. Come on, laugh it up, funny boy.
No more.
All right, now you gonna do what I tell you?
Yeah.
You gonna talk back to me?
Yeah.
What?
I mean, no.
All right. Now you get your clothes on and get your little butt ready for school. Right now, do you understand?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know if I quite understand it. I mean, here we are in the middle of August. I mean, summer school's even let out, and people still demanding Cheech and Chong's Earache My Eye. Well, that sure is good all-around dementia, I'll have to confess. From the Wedding album by Cheech and Chong, that's number 2 on this week's Dr. Demento Funny 5.
Here's the Forget-Me-Not singing for Jules, the sugarless gum with such fabulous flavor, people forget it's sugarless.
Jules has fabulous flavor. Jules
is fabulous fun.
And don't forget it. Uh-oh, we forgot.
It's easy to forget Jules is sugarless. Jules is the only sugarless gum with a delicious flavor center, so every piece of gum is soft and great tasting.
Jules is a fabulous
sugarless
gum.
It's time for number 1. That's next on the Dr. Demento Show.
It's time for number 1.
See, what did I tell you?
This is it.
I mean the big one.
Number 1.
Edsel.
Dead puppies. Dead puppies. Dead puppies aren't much fun. They don't come when you call. They don't chase squirrels at all. Dead puppies aren't much fun. My puppy died late last fall. He's still rotting in the hall. Dead puppies aren't much fun. No, no, no. Mom says puppy's days are through. She's going to throw him in the stew. Dead puppies aren't much fun. Dead puppies, dead, 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 dead puppies. Dead puppies aren't much fun. Come on, everybody out there, sing along, okay? Dead, 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 dead puppies. Dead, 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 dead.
So with number one, we do encourage all of you here in Dementia to treat your puppies and kitties with tender loving care as we do. Ogden Ensel's Dead Puppies was number one. Earache My Eye by Cheech and Chong, number two. Hamster Love by Big Daddy, number three. Bunch of Boobies with Rusty Warren, number four. And Monty Python's Lumberjack Song, number five. The Dr. Demento Show is a Westwood One production. Lindsay Guerrero is our associate producer. Norm Pat is our executive producer. David Title, our engineer. And then there's Damascus. Well, he's Damascus. It's Crazy Cleo. She's Crazy Cleo. And Kissable Cleo. Yes, indeed, Cleo. Don't forget to keep those cards and letters coming to Post Office Box 884, Culver City, California 90230, CULVDR. And don't forget to stay deep.